On August 26, 2023, Chandrayaan-3 experienced a moonquake, which is confirmed by the ISRO. ISRO also tweeted about the detection of sulfur, hot plasma, calcium, titanium and oxygen, but did not reveal what practical significance of these discoveries in human life till now. And do you have any idea about latest discovery of Chandrayaan-3 on Moon? And the region where Chandrayaan-3 landed has 14 days of sunlight and 14 days of night. So, what will happen to Chandrayaan-3 in night? And how it will contact with ISRO on Earth? Can Chandrayaan-3 return back to India or stays on Moon for whole life? Let's find out answers in this video.
India is on its way back to the moon.
The historic mission to the moon and the launch of India's Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
India is literally shooting for the moon.
Chandrayaan-3.
Introduction. Chandrayaan-3 is the third mission in the Chandrayaan program, a series of lunar exploration missions developed by the Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, launched in July 2023. Chandrayaan-3 lander touched down in the lunar South Polar region on August 23, making India the fourth country to successfully land on the Moon, and the first to do so near the lunar South Pole. But why no other country landed its spacecraft successfully on South Pole of Moon till now? And why this region is so important for every country? First, let's see South region. South Pole means lower region of Moon, which is occupied by large craters and dangerous rocks, and mostly sun rays could not reach there. That is why permanent shadows of these craters and rocks were made in dark areas. Also, the gravity on Moon is 1/6 of that on Earth, which means that any object or spacecraft weighs less on Moon and less stable in moving and exploration. Without light, the landing of spacecraft will be very difficult. Also, the atmosphere of Moon is very complicated. The areas with sunlight have temperature reach to 120 degrees Celsius and areas without sunlight have temperature in -250 degrees Celsius. And presence of water ice also possible there. Delayed communication from South Pole is also big problem, because South Pole far from the Earth and its curvature blocks the view from Earth. Many countries tried to soft land on South Pole of Moon, but could not because of difficulty in landing. Crashing of lander happened. India's Chandrayaan-2 also failed in 2019 and crashed just before landing. Even Russia launched its mission, but on August 17, lander crashed just before landing. Despite all these challenges, still efforts to reach South Pole of Moon are in progress. But why? Whenever a space mission is conducted, it's very challenging task to take the spacecraft out from the gravity of Earth. And boosters attached with spacecraft to give extra lift. Very large amount of fuel is needed for the whole space mission. You may be surprised to know that for only 1 second lift of spacecraft, 5,000 kilograms of fuel is needed. So imagine how much total fuel a spacecraft burns until it reaches the Moon. To overcome this problem, scientists come up with a solution of why not making a base on Moon. As gravity is low on the Moon, so it's easy for spacecraft to go on space mission at low fuel. But here, the major concern arises from where the fuel come on Moon. For years before, as whole world saw that the evidences for presence of water ice on Moon was found. If this is true, then oxygen and hydrogen present in water can be sparated and used for rocket fuel. Also, this water ice can be used as drinking water in lunar base. Secondly, it is supposed that helium-3 is also present on Moon, which is very important for nuclear reactors and energy production. And if it is present in large amount, it can be transferred to Earth. That is why all powerful countries want to go to Moon. India's Chandrayaan-3 makes history and becomes the first country to land on South Pole of Moon. 3 days before Chandrayaan-3 landing, Russian spacecraft crashed just before landing on Moon. They spent $200 million for this Moon mission, but India's Chandrayaan-3 spent only $75 million and successfully landed on Moon. Chandrayaan-3 comprises of 3 main components: a propulsion module, lander, and rover. Propulsion module. The propulsion module carries the lander and rover configuration to a lunar orbit. Lander. The Vikram lander is responsible for the soft landing on the moon. It is also box-shaped, with 4 landing legs and 4 landing thrusters capables. It carries the rover and various scientific instruments to perform on-site analysis. Rover. The Pragyan rover is a 6-wheeled vehicle with a mass of 26 kilograms. The rover is expected to take multiple measurements to support research into the composition of the lunar surface, the presence of water ice in the lunar soil, the history of lunar impacts, and the evolution of the moon's atmosphere. Now let's see what new updates till now Chandrayaan-3 has made on Moon. After landing on August 23, 2023, the rover get out of lander and rolling down from the ramp and slowly moves on Moon surface. On August 26, 2023, just after 3 days of landing on the Moon, the rover observed vibrations through its storm and quakes analyzer instrument and record a graph like this. Such graph represent the quake activities because their intensity is higher than that originate by the movements of rover. These quakes can give us the idea of how Moon came into existence and what activities happening in the Moon. Then comes next day, on August 27th. The rover undergoes temperature analysis on Moon soil by penetrating a beam just 10 centimeters beneath the surface. To our surprise, a drastic temperature change is observed. The temperature on surface of Moon is 50 degrees Celsius, then it drastically decrease and at just 10 centimeters distance, it shows minus 10 degrees Celsius. Such drastic temperature change is possible only when top layer of Moon act as insulator and does not allow sunlight to pass through it. So let's explore official website of ISRO and check which elements Chandrayaan-3 rover detected on Moon till now. And how many of them has insulating properties? ISRO showed on August 28, 2023, that rover undergoes surface analysis and detect sulfur, calcium, titanium, chromium, manganese, iron, oxygen, silicon, and aluminium on the lunar surface. First, let's see which of these elements can trap heat and act as thermal insulator. If we look into the energy wavelength graphs of these elements recorded by our 9-ver instrument, we would find that sulfur, calcium sulfate and titanium are very good conductors. And if we look at intensity graph of these elements, we can conclude that sulfur and titanium are present in large amount on lunar surface. And the sulfur is most important. But here comes a question, from where this sulfur came on Moon? Maybe from asteroids that fall from the space on Moon, or from volcanic activities on Moon surface. If further research conducted on this, we will get the answers of what geological activities were happened on Moon and how Moon came into existence, whether it was part of Earth or not. On August 31st, the rover started studying near-surface plasma and found that it is present in sparse quantities. Means less amount of electron is present in plasma as compared to that of Earth. So if Moon atmosphere has plasma with less electron, it will help in less distortion of signals from Moon to Earth. This concept will be used by future space missions to clear noise. It will also help scientists in Moon colonization to make brick material that is plasma-proof. Recently, Indian Research Institute and ISRO developed a procedure for making lunar bricks by using biological and mechanical technique, and they are still in progress. In short, the Chandrayaan-3 rover analyzed the lunar soil temperature, plasma energy, surface elements, and quakes to know how much the Moon is habitable for human life. On September 4, 2023, the Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, said on Saturday that the Pragyan rover of Chandrayaan-3 on the Moon has been put to sleep. The space agency is hoping to wake the rover up 14 days later, on September 22, 2023. ISRO said that the payloads that transmit data to the Earth via the lander are turned off. Just in case, if the Pragyan rover does not have a successful awakening, it will stay on the Moon forever as India's lunar ambassador. That's all for now. The whole world is watching India's Chandrayaan-3 discoveries. We will keep you informed about latest updates. Till now, do like and subscribe this channel. Thank you very much.